Good morning. Actually, it's the afternoon, and I haven't vlogged in a bit, so I thought I'd give you a little update on what's going on. If you're new to the channel, or if you're just new to seeing this face, my name is Brent. I own a small business, a marketing and branding agency just for therapists. And what I do is I help clarify their brand message. I help take those clinical skills that they work so hard and spend so much money to earn and to get and turn it into a brand so the clients that need to find them, their ideal clients who need their help, can find them, whether it's on the internet or whatever it might be. But as soon as they interact with their brand and their message, those potential clients want to work with those therapists. So that's what I do. I help create a clear brand message, and then I just implement some simple marketing strategies so they can grow their caseload, grow their business, and help a ton of people. So the problem that's been for my business, and like so many businesses, is that the leader becomes the bottleneck. So how do I copy and paste myself, reproduce myself, so that I can focus more working on the business than so much in the business? So the good news is I've hired somebody. I've hired my very first employee. He's not a contractor. He's an employee because I need to dictate his time and I need to tell him how to do things. So he's kind of like this chief of staff / account executive. His name is Dustin, and he's going to be fantastic. He's been working with me for about a week, and I will introduce him next week. He's got a cold, but he'll be in next week, and he is going to be overseeing some of the filming that we do for the content creation. He's going to be working with the contractors to kind of make sure that content is being produced and edited and dispersed through the different marketing channels that we have, so that I can focus more on strategy for my clients. Because my clients at this point, a couple of my big clients, they're kind of on the same growth curve. And what that means is they have growing private practice. They have multiple clinicians working for them. And so they, as the business owners, need to start seeing less clients and more creating content to keep growing that business. So that's a big mind shift. That's a big mind shift for therapists to go through. So thinking through, how do I coach them in that and also pivot the marketing strategy in creating content that's going to help grow the business for the next 3-4 years, since most of these businesses are 2 to 3 years old and they've matured a lot. So I needed to hire an employee to actually get to that level myself. So here's the frustrating thing. As I was working with Dustin last week, I realized I should have done this like 6 months ago, because here's the problem. It's going to take time to train him. I've learned a set of skills over the last 3 years, and he has some of those skills already, which is great. So I hired him, especially with video and video editing. But there's just like many more things, like website updates, and then working with our Trello boards and our processes. Like, it's just going to take some time. And so that means I need to slow down, not work on growing brand your practice so fast, but to take time to train him now, so then I can really ramp things up later. So that's the frustrating thing, is that I have to train a new employee, slow down my business, because I need to train him in the things that I do so that I can grow my own business. And I got just a little hint of this last week. Like, I gave him some tasks. I had some videos that I've already created how to update some things. And so he spent time learning those on his own. And I can tell you already, in just a few of those tasks that I've given him to do, gave me so much freedom to start thinking and strategizing for myself and for my clients. And it was just a little bit, but it was like this little taste of what's to come as I scale brand your practice, as I train Dustin to help grow this business. All right, so here's kind of today's tip for you. If you become the bottleneck of your business, everything comes through you, everything comes to a screeching halt, this is what you need to do. You need to think through, can I automate this task? Can I delegate this task? Or could I terminate this task? This is something that I got from Michael Hyatt's, one of his leadership podcasts. Can I automate the task, delegate the task, or terminate that task? And so what I realized, there was a lot of tasks that I needed to either automate or to delegate. And so I automated some of those, but the ones that I need to delegate, those tasks that are so important that I can't just terminate or automate, I needed to hire someone to do. So you might need to be thinking, what are those tasks? You got to write them all down, all those tasks that you should do on a weekly basis, and those things that you do not want to do. Can you terminate some of those? Can you just get rid of them? Can you automate them? Or do you need to be delegating those tasks so you can grow your own private practice and to work more on the business and less in it? The second thing you need to do is a mindset. It's an expectation. It's going to take time to train somebody. Either this is a executive assistant, a virtual assistant, somebody that needs to do those tasks that need to be delegated. So write all that down and just realize it's going to take a little time. But the time that you invest now will allow you to spend way more time, make more money, get more impact, grow your impact in the world, and scale your business. But it takes time and focus now. You're going to have to slow down. You're going to have to focus. You're going to have to organize. So that's my tip for you today. What are you doing to not be the bottleneck in your business? What are you doing to not be the one who slows everything down to a screeching halt? All right, see you in the next one.